Hey you guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of the decks or all of the decks could be a story or a message for you. But what I like to do is to hold each deck up to the camera for you to see if it's resonating with you, starting with deck number 1. Could your story or message be here in deck number 1? Or is it in deck number 2? Could your story or message be here in deck number 2? Or is it in deck number 3? Could your story or message be here in deck number 3? Okay, we will go ahead and begin with deck number 1. We have the Four of Swords, Hanged Man, Six of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, overall energy, Eight of Wands, Six of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so I feel like the energy started off like very motivating. Something was going on where it seems like you were motivated. Maybe you felt successful or supported. You could have also been getting a lot of attention. A lot of people could have been reaching out to you or talking to you, or there's been a lot of communication between you and another person. It just seemed like, you know, things were headed in the right direction. And now it seems like maybe something is on hold or something's been paused or delayed. Also in business, it seems like maybe things were moving fast, taking off, looking very promising, and then all of a sudden it's just like, hey, like what happened? It looks like something is in like your life or your situation is in a time out so that you can reflect and also prepare. I feel like something maybe was just like a beginning or maybe like the tip of the iceberg, and it's just like, okay, that's just the setup. That's just to get that established or started, and then like, you know, you're gonna take a break or a time out, and then, you know, something's gonna continue or something could change. Matter of fact, I think some changes are on the way that you're needing to just be prepared for. Also seems like at first you were having like a lot of dreams, and then all of a sudden they kind of stopped or slowed down, or you can't remember them. Either way, I feel like, you know, you are needing to see something from a different perspective, or if something has gone stagnant that you were working on or being creative with, I feel like now you need to maybe think outside of the box. Maybe there's a lot going on, or maybe there's a lot of competitors. You are maybe now needing to find a way to stand out because maybe you've somehow blended in with the rest. Also spiritually, I feel like at first there was a lot of spiritual activity or a lot of telepathic communication. And then all of a sudden things kind of slowed down or eased up. I do feel that, you know, you're still being guided, like you're still on a journey, even if things have timed out or if something slowed down. It just looks like there's a pause, and then things are going to start to slowly pick up again. If you made some sort of traveling plans, it does look like something was delayed. It could have been due to weather. But as soon as something eases up or calms down, I feel like you can go forward again. Yeah, I kind of feel like you're being asked to kind of trust your intuition in this situation. Because now it seems like you're like, well, I don't know what's happening. I'm just like going through with the motions or following protocol. I'm just doing things. I'm just making decisions and I don't know what's going to happen, but you know, what can I do? So I kind of feel like you're just kind of moving in that mindset. You're like, I'm just going like, let me just start to do something. You may have needed to take some sort of break from work or took some sort of mini vacation. But it looks like, again, like I said, it looks like something is starting back up. It's still moving slowly. Even if this is a relationship, maybe something started off fast and heavy and it was like, oh my God, this is the one. And then things just start to slow down and it's just like, what's happening? It's just a matter of putting things into perspective and also preparing for also the serious work, because I feel like something's also been a lot of fun. Like, you know, something was fun at first. Now it's time to do like the serious stuff. And that's what you're needing to focus on. I'm also getting maybe someone who was very active or athletic is needing to slow down or take a rest. I also feel like, you know, there's a lot of creative projects that you may have started. Like you had so many ideas and you were like, things were just like going crazy. You were like, oh my God, let me start on this. Let me do this. And you had your hand in a lot of things. And now I feel like, you know, you're needing to focus or finish off the projects that you started because you didn't finish. Especially if you're like a writer. It just seemed like maybe you were writing so many things, you had so many ideas, the dialogue was flowing, and then all of a sudden you got like a little bit of writer's block. I also feel like someone had like a very active sex life, and then something happened where it's like, oh, okay, this is slowing down now. And you are now having to view things differently or take a pause for whatever reason. You might just need a recharge, like you've been giving way too much of your energy away to somebody. And, you know, you need to take a time out and recharge now. That's a lot of energy that was pushed out. There may be a need to compromise or have some sort of negotiations. I feel like in business or career, you're having trouble getting your voice heard or your ideas across. Even if it's you holding back, like you assuming that people aren't going to like your ideas or listen to what you have to say, I feel like you have to break out of that. Make sure too that you are not falling into some sort of victim mentality where you feel like, you know, everybody is on you about something or something always happens to you. It's like get your mindset out of that. Like you need to figure out a way to change your perspective. Something is coming off because I just have so much air. I feel like something is mind over matter. Things may not be as bad as you think. Also, 88 may be significant for you, and 66. Like those might be some sort of repeated numbers that you're seeing. So make sure too to check out the number synchronicities video and see if any of those messages will relate or add on or help you know, assist you figure out what needs to be changed or what's going on. There also could be a love situation going on, dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, where you can't stop thinking about this person. You're trying to, or you're trying to move on from them, but then something happens and you feel stuck, or like you can't move on from this person. Or maybe they feel this way about you. They can't seem to let you go. They're just stuck. I'm also getting that whatever confidence you had, somebody said stuff or said something to make you doubt your abilities and doubt yourself. Is, you know, someone maybe kind of quietly manipulated you, and I feel like you need to snap out of it. That person's words does not have power over you. And I feel like you have allowed someone's words to overpower you. Spiritually also, it looks like there could be a possible spiritual attack. But I still say, you know, this is just a spirit without a body. You have both spirit and body, so you can come out of this. You can defeat this. I'm also getting that, yeah, you may experience sleep paralysis at some point. But it's a mind over matter thing. Like, just as an example, when I used to suffer from that, I learned how to roll myself out of the bed. Like, I knew when it was happening, and I just built up my will and like pushed myself out the bed. And I did, it's like for a long time I didn't suffer from that anymore. I still get it every now and then, but even so, I can wake myself up or get out of that state of mind that you're in where it's like you're stuck in between. Ooh, I can see a love situation that somebody's thinking about you a lot. They're fantasizing, daydreaming. It could be that fire sign or an earth sign towards Virgo, Capricorn. Somebody thinks about you day and night. Or you think about somebody day and night. I also feel like somebody's been trying to fix their life ever since they met you. There's also been a lot of careful planning. Somebody's trying to get your attention, but I feel that you are fighting this energy. You're like, I don't want this energy around me. I feel too like some of you may be trying to go to sleep when you are going through something or dealing with something, trying to process things. You might sleep your stress away or smoke. A lot of you may be dreaming about your ancestors or extended family, meaning cousins, uncles, aunts. Or there's something going on that you need to think about in regards to your ancestors or extended family. There could be someone in the family that suffers from addiction, some sort of addiction. There is a need for you to set boundaries with somebody, or somebody may have set boundaries with you. Now, I can see in a love situation, if you were dealing with somebody that, you know, you found out that they had a family, or that they keep talking about they're leaving, but they never do. I feel like you're trying to set boundaries with this person. They're not leaving. They're in it for the long run. They're stuck. If that's your situation where they keep talking about they're leaving somebody. I feel like when they leave this person, it's always brief, and they usually end up just back with that person. I also see that you may start to realize that you have some sort of karmic soul tie with somebody. Like, you can't seem to break free. Maybe you're trying to understand it or figure it out, but it's like, why am I so attached to this person? Why is this person's energy so addictive? If you feel yourself feeling drained or tired, yeah, I am getting that somebody may be like an energy vampire, feeding off of your energy, disturbing your sleep, showing up in your dreams. I also feel that if you're waiting to receive some sort of money or finances from somebody, or something somebody owes you, you'll have it by the end of the month, which is near. You also may be thinking about a big purchase, or traveling, or trying to figure out if you can afford to travel or relocate. For some of you, you definitely have family on the mind, family, ancestors, extended relatives, and or your finances. And I'm getting the same message that something's going to shift or change by the very end of the month, because today is like, what is today, the 26th? Yeah, so at least by the 30th. Like, how many days is in September? Don't laugh. No, it's October. Oh my God, my mind. 31. Okay, so by the end of the month, the 31st, there definitely could be some sort of change or shift, but you're having to wait, or somebody's holding on to your money or making you wait for something until the end of the month, waiting for something to clear. Somebody also might be holding on to a check until it clears or something. Spiritually, I feel like you're trying to ignore somebody. You know this person is communicating with you indirectly, whether it is through fake profiles or telepathy. I feel like you're aware that this person is trying to get your attention, but you're ignoring it. More than likely is because you want this person to either come directly to you, or if it's a third-party situation, you're trying to shut them out because you know that they're in a relationship and you're like, I don't want to be a part of that. But it's still hard for you to stop thinking about this person. It's like they're stuck. And I think too, this person's doing something to make you think of them. They may dabble into spell work, or maybe they are meditating. Maybe they keep, if you don't have them blocked, maybe they keep looking at your page, you know, and trying to see what you're up to. But I feel like they're in your energy, and that is part of why it's hard to detach or let someone go, because they haven't fully moved on. I also feel like somebody lied about either their income or their size. You may have been disappointed because you're like, they told me they were this. And any guys that's watching, for, you know, all women are not about size. So be honest, please. Some women are. I am. But oh my God. I don't believe I said that. But being honest, if we're being honest. But also some women don't care. Some women really don't care. So, you know. All right. So let's see what messages there are in deck number 2. We have release, 8 of Wands. We have the 2 of Coins, 3 of Fire, or 3 of Wands. The Dreamer or the Fool. Overall energy, we have Balance or Temperance. We have Queen of Air or Swords. And King of Fire. Okay, so overall energy, it looks like there does need to be maybe balance between you and another person. Or something's going on where you're connected with somebody spiritually. But it's like you're having to have patience and also maybe trying to make peace of your situation. There could also be some sort of healing taking place, emotional healing, sexual healing, or spiritual recovery. Like something's going on where something needs to be back in alignment. You also may be channeling or manifesting someone into your life, and it could be the fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Also getting Scorpio. Yeah. You guys are kind of like releasing old energies, or going through some sort of transformation. I also feel like you're being released of some sort of spell or burden. If someone had been doing any type of juju, I feel like it's coming to an end. Maybe it was a temporary spell. Also looks like you're trying to cut the cord with somebody too. Like you're trying to release the energy of somebody that you don't want to be connected to anymore. Like you're connected, but you're like, I don't want this energy. I feel like you're going to be busy, or you're trying to keep yourself busy. And it also looks like you were not getting information or a response from somebody. And then all of a sudden there's communication or messages being sent to you. You also may receive messages or news about an ending. Whether somebody is messaging you talking about, oh yeah, we broke up. Or if you're receiving some sort of messages about a job coming to an end, trying to let the employees know like, hey, unfortunately this position is coming to an end. Maybe you were already under some sort of contract, so you knew that, but now you're getting the messages about it. So you might be receiving news of something that is ending. Something's going on too where it seems like you're confused. You don't know whether to celebrate or what. You're like, what do I do? Like, I feel like you're confused about something. I also feel like something could be happening where you're so busy that you lose direction, or you don't know, you're like, you feel unorganized or something because too much is coming at you or too much is going on. Romantically, you could have like a lot of options or people flirting with you, and you feel like you don't know, who to move forward with because you have so many options. That's possible. But it just seems like something happens and you're like, I don't know, I lost track, I lost my footing. I feel like one minute you have things in order, or you feel in alignment and at peace, and then something happens that disrupts your peace. It could be that there's going to be some sort of event that changes up your routine, and if you're a routine person, that could like make you very confused. It's like, oh my god, I wasn't expecting that, like that threw me off, and now you're like, okay, let me try to get things back in order. Something may be going on too with your finances or your money. Maybe something's going on where you're struggling, or you don't know where your next paycheck is coming from. If you're an entrepreneur, maybe business is slowed down, but it just seems like you are trying to stay afloat in regards to your situation. You may also discover that you've been wasting money or have made some sort of purchases that aren't worth it. So you may end up returning some things. I also feel that you may feel stuck, and that's because you keep repeating the same mistakes over and over again, or whatever spirit is trying to get you to know, you keep missing the point. You're like, I don't know what spirit is trying to say to me. Especially too, if you are receiving messages from a spirit or a ghost and they're trying to say something to you or get your attention about something, it seems like you're like, yeah, I know spirit's talking to me. I keep seeing these synchronicities, or I keep seeing things moving around in my house, like, but I don't know what the spirit is trying to tell me. I don't know. And it's very confusing. I feel like you have not yet made out what they're trying to say to you. It could be that they're telling you to let something go, or maybe they're telling you that, trying to warn you about something coming to an end. I also feel like you're being asked to keep an open mind about your situation, whatever's going on. Like you're being asked to keep an open mind. Looks too like you sent out a lot of messages or resumes or something. And now you're waiting. You're waiting to hear back from somebody. You don't know what else to do. I also feel like maybe there's somebody from a distance that wants to communicate or come forward, but they're struggling. They keep changing their mind or getting cold feet. One minute they feel confident, the next minute they feel confused. You may find yourself doing some sort of astral traveling and seeing a lot of different things in your dreams and trying to figure out what it all means. Also looks like you're getting ready to start a new journey, especially with release and this being in your spread. So I feel like you are getting ready to start a new journey or a new lease on life. Maybe you're rediscovering yourself or rediscovering your passions. It looks like you're being very open, and it looks like you're being open and ready to receive. Like you are approaching a situation with non-judgment. Maybe people view you as being naive or not really knowing what you're doing, but you're like, I don't care. People can say what they want. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just gonna see where this leads me to. So it's like you're taking some sort of risk or headed into unknown, uncharted territories. It's like you're just kind of walking without paying attention or taking some sort of risk or making decisions without putting too much thought into it. You also may decide to just enter a relationship with a fire sign just to see where it goes. You're like, I don't know. Like, let's see, I'm open-minded. Let's see where this relationship or this connection takes me. So you might be very ready to take some sort of risk with someone. You also may keep ignoring some sort of clues or messages. Okay, so something is indicating that you are holding on to some sort of burden or responsibilities and you need to release it, let it go, or maybe it's just getting ready to happen regardless. Also looks like you've taken on a lot or too much. It is possible, I've been picking this up in some readings, that if you have been taking on a lot on your own, that you have help coming towards you. Also looks like a family member that has crossed over keeps trying to tell you about something, but you aren't paying attention. It could be a warning, or it could just be talking about this love connection that is coming towards you or already in your energy field. There may be some sort of unexpected changes. There's definitely something that is coming to an end, like something that was established. You're getting ready to go on a new adventure or journey. Something is too heavy. Hopefully this it's not talking about something in like breaking down, although it could be. But I was getting the image of something like being too heavy and like snapping. I kind of feel like it's more like that saying, like, God is not going to put any burden on you that you can't handle. So I feel like something is becoming a little bit too much to handle or unbearable. So you're about to get some help with that. Could be finances, could be a relationship, could be, you know, going to the doctor and getting something deleted from some sort of fees deleted. It just seems like something's too much. It's like, this is too much. I feel like Spirit sees your struggle with something. Okay, this is kind of random, but I feel like if somebody has multiple accounts or emails, like somebody is losing track. They're like, I don't know how many accounts I have. I don't know. I can't remember the passwords. I can't remember who I'm supposed to be. I can't remember the last conversation. Like somebody has like too many accounts and they're losing track. Something also could be in regards to social media if you have it. Something seems like it could be going on with one of your followers, like your followers. One of your followers keeps trying to get your attention, or they keep following you, then unfollowing you just to get your attention. Career-wise, somebody's confused and doesn't know if they should follow their passion or stay at that 9 to 5. I always say follow your passion. Even, you know, get it set up, kind of get ready to transition into working for yourself. And I do have this release also as like a transition. So I feel like you are getting ready to transition into a new career, something that you're more passionate about. Or if you had let go of one of your passions at one point, it's like you may be getting eased back into that. And then also, like I was saying, it just looks like somebody keeps planning on coming forward because it's too much for them to avoid you, or that it's starting to weigh them down. And I feel like they keep changing their mind. They keep being very analytical about how they want to approach you. And then it's like, okay, I'm ready to approach them. That this is the day that I said I was going to approach them. And then something happens where they're like, I changed my mind. I don't, what if they ignore me? What if they're not interested? What if blah, blah, blah? And I just feel like somebody keeps changing their mind. I also feel like you are thinking about investing money, or you are confused as to what to spend your money on or what to invest it in. Something may be going on with an earth sign towards Virgo, Capricorn, or maybe you keep receiving messages from this person, especially in dreams. And this person is struggling financially, or struggling to come forward, or finances may have something to do with somebody coming forward. I think they're waiting on some money to come through, or waiting on some sort of paycheck. If you're trying to travel or go somewhere, it has something to do with you receiving some sort of funds. And I feel like you can, enjoy yourself or go on this trip once you receive some sort of funds. You also may be torn between two people, or the person that you are involved with or getting ready to get involved with will be a big age gap. The dreamer, and it's clarified by the high priestess. So again, this is talking about something going on, messages coming through in your dreams, appearances or someone making an appearance in your dreams. They told you something. They were like, get ready. Maybe you didn't believe it or trust what was being revealed to you. But I do feel like you need to pay attention to that dream. Also make sure, again, that you're not ignoring your intuition. Something does look like you're being resistant. You may have a secret admirer, or someone is wanting to share secrets with you, but they want to make sure that you're going to be loyal, or they want to make sure that they can trust you with their secrets. You also could be a reader, and dealing with a lot of people who share their secrets with you. Yeah. Definitely could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, trying to get your attention some way too, and you're ignoring them, or even if not intentionally, it's like maybe you're ignoring them. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to deck number 3. We have 9 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, King of Swords. Overall energy, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. Okay, so something could be going on where you're being admired by a fire sign and an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And this person may be liking your selfies, or giving you like a lot of compliments. And I feel like this person is also thinking about you or waiting for a response. Also could be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius in the mix. It seems like, it seems like you're being social, or interacting with people, making new friends, or maybe something is starting off like a platonic friendship. It is possible that you're caught up in some sort of a love triangle with a fire sign, air sign, or an earth sign. That's a possibility as well. If you're in a relationship with somebody and it's supposed to be serious, if in your mind it's serious, in their mind it's not. Somebody's just like, oh, we're just having fun. I want to keep it open. I don't want to commit to any title. Like, I just feel like somebody is not taking the relationship as serious as you. But if you're dating, then this is fine. This is like everybody is like in agreement and they know that you're seeing other people and you're aware that they're seeing other people. But I do feel like someone is wanting to make a decision. Maybe someone does not want to continuously date, and is wanting to take someone serious or move forward with someone, but they are confused or torn. You may be asking yourself, like, what are the important factors? What's most important for me? What can I let go of? So you're having to take an assessment, or maybe weigh in the pros and cons of a situation before you make some sort of decision. And I also feel like if you do need to make a decision, like the ball is in your court, like you're the one with all these offers around you, even if it's a job, it's like, oh, all these people called back. I applied for several jobs and they all called back. Like, who am I going to choose? So I kind of feel like you're like the center of attention, or you're being admired or getting some sort of recognition in a sense. So, but you're also having to take your time to make a decision. You also seem to be indulging in different type of pleasures, whether it's food, drink, finances. I just feel like you're indulging. You may need to continue to have patience, but it seems like sometimes your patience starts to run out. I'm not sure what this is. It seems like you're waiting for a wish to come true, like something's going to happen or supposed to happen, but you're having to wait for it. And then you start to lose your patience. Something might make you emotionally imbalanced. Something could be going on with hormones. If you're in some sort of situation where you're asking yourself, should you leave or should you stay? You may feel obligated to push through to the end. You're like, let me just keep pushing. Let me not focus on the other stuff that's in front of me. Let me just have tunnel vision and get this done and over with. So it's something going on where maybe you're feeling like you just need to get something over with. You just want to finish it because you're not a quitter. And that could be that relationship. Like somebody is determined to work through a relationship until the end. It's like, no, it's not over yet. I'm not ready to end it. So you could be dealing with that. Why does my camera keep trying to fall? I'm sorry. Whatever. Okay. Okay, so I feel too like you are needing clarity, or you will have clarity, but you also may need to set boundaries with somebody. Maybe people are, like you've been saying yes to too many people, and at some point you just got to say no or put your foot down. I'm getting the energy of someone who is kind of traditional or old-fashioned in a sense. Something could be going on in regards to fertility. Somebody might keep having dreams about fish. It's possible that either you know someone pregnant, or you could be the person about to get pregnant. Oh, okay. So I do see that someone is now single, but they've been dating. You also may discover that you've spent a lot of money on traveling or relocating. Like that may have taken a lot of your finances away. If you are getting a lot of offers romantically, I feel like you maybe are not feeling the people, or you're disappointed in the type of people that you're attracting. You also may miss someone that you blocked. Yeah, someone still believes in traditional values. Whatever you're waiting for, I feel like it's going to manifest. It's still developing. Something is still in development, or playing out. Romantically, I do feel like someone is thinking about you, and wants to have sex with you, and they also are thinking about traditional things like marriage too, though. You also may be considering some sort of opportunity. I don't know if it was offered to you already or not, but it seems like you're really putting a lot of thought into someone's offer. It could be a new job, it could be a new home, or to move in with somebody. It looks like you're thinking about taking someone up on their offer, especially if somebody like was like, "Hey, just call me if you need it," or you know, I could fix that. Like, I kind of feel like somebody is thinking about that offer. They're like, maybe I should call that person. I feel like something's going to happen for you, whatever it is, but it may not happen until the first week of the new month. I also feel like you may have been invited to some sort of birthday or celebration, but you did not accept the invitation right off the bat. Also, maybe you invited somebody to something, but they're still thinking about it. I do feel like if you're into astrology, you might be waiting for a difficult transit to pass before you take action, in regards to something, whether it's a purchase or entering a relationship. Something does look like it's been off to a rocky start, but I feel like things are going to smooth out going into Sagittarius season. Also could be, for my female viewers, something dealing with your cycle, like by the time your cycle starts. Yeah, something that's been ongoing, is coming to an end. Definitely seems to be either a water or air sign thinking about you, watching you, or fire sign. Now, something in regards to maybe the fire sign, I feel like you've been ignoring them, or not taking them serious. Interesting. Okay, so I feel like there is an earth sign that is significant to you, and maybe you are carrying this burden of an earth sign, or maybe you feel obligated towards them, or this could be vice versa. You may be trying to avoid them, or maybe they've been trying to avoid you. Someone's been carrying a secret and they want to share it with you. Oh. I feel like there's been some sort of miscommunication or indirect communication. Your defenses may have been up, or like someone is mirroring your energy or you're mirroring theirs. It doesn't matter. It's that blocking energy, or that energy of I'm not talking to you until you reach out to me type energy. So there could be some sort of distance between you and another person because there's a miscommunication. And it does look like maybe someone was being manipulative in a sense. You also may be trying to avoid somebody at work, especially if you know they're trying to ask you to work on your day off. I feel like somebody's thinking about you, or you're thinking about somebody, but there's this undertone of I give up, or feeling like something's too late or it's not going to happen. You might have somebody blocked, or maybe they blocked you. Yeah, I feel like maybe you're trying to let go or move on from an air sign, but maybe you keep dreaming about them, or vice versa. Definitely a lot of spiritual manipulation. I feel like someone is also trying to hide the fact that they're hurting or wearing some sort of a mask. And someone is trying to work through their pain. They're just like constantly just going through the motions of every day, just trying to forget about you, or you are trying to do this to somebody. It's like, I'm not going to think about them. I'm just going to do my work. I'm not going to blah, blah, blah. But it does look like subconsciously there's still an emotional wound that's still open. It's still raw. Like you can still get triggered. You may have cut someone off because they couldn't keep it real, or they kept just being indirect, and maybe you're like, I can't do this anymore. So you cut them off. You cut off all ties. But I do feel like that energy is still lingering, and somebody does seem to want some sort of a reconciliation, or someone wants their friend back if it's not romantic. I feel like you're also asking spirit for advice. It's like you're asking, what should you do? I feel like don't do anything until you have some sort of clarity. Something that's going to help you make a clear decision. And also stand your ground. If you've already made some sort of decision, but you keep getting confused about it, I feel like you should just stand your ground on it. All right, so hopefully these messages help, but feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending you love and grace.